What's good, YouTube? It's Nas, and we back with another video. Road to 800 subscribers, of course. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Houston Rockets. And I don't want to say this to bash the Houston Rockets or anything, but have you noticed that the Houston Rockets have a collapse in every single fourth quarter of the games that they've been playing recently? And I know the lack of a presence at the point guard position can be obviously misleading because you're not going to have somebody that can get you orchestrated. But at the same time, it's the little things that are messing them up. Like yesterday against the San Antonio Spurs, they went, like 3 or 4 minutes without scoring. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You have KD and Alfred Şengün on the same court, Ben Thompson, blah, blah, blah. And you're looking at a player like Alfred Şengün who was completely dominating the first half, 18 points. And then you look at the second half, he doesn't score again. He finishes with 18 points. So in reality, what are you doing, Alfred? And when you're looking at a player of his caliber, one of the best centers in the NBA, you're looking at a player that I feel like can dominate on every given night when he's on. And you're looking at, obviously, Victor Wembanyama, your competition, who you're supposed to go at, the Battle of Texas, as people say. And when we look at the Houston Rockets, you just notice a collapse. I think we all knew that the Houston Rockets picked up Kevin Durant for this one reason alone, to close you out games. And really, the Houston Rockets do have some closeout games. They have been winning closed games sometimes, but when you look at the nitty gritty and where their losses come from, they're close games, they're fourth quarter games where they're winnable games. And I'm just wondering, like, how did the Houston Rockets get better from this? And really, KD has been doing what KD does. He's been this consistent player for the Houston Rockets. He's been consistent basically his whole career. I think we all knew what Kevin Durant was going to look like, or is going to look like, for basically the rest of his career until he retires. But at the same time, you can't help but notice the little things that fucks up for the Houston Rockets. Like, let's talk about Amen Thompson. And really, Amen Thompson is one of the most gifted players I've seen. Obviously, a hell of an athlete, his twitchiness to get to the rim, but at the same time, you can't not notice that he does not have a jumper on him at all. That jumper is non-existent. Like, they were guarding him like he was Ben Simmons yesterday. It was honestly embarrassing to watch. And I'm looking at this shit, I'm like, this shit looks familiar. What the fuck is going on? Amen, come on. You gotta at least hit a pull-up midi. You gotta hit a three. No. That's how, I'm pretty sure that's how they went 4 minutes without scoring the basketball. And that just raises the question to me, like, when it gets to obviously crunch time, playoff time, and Amen Thompson has the ball, that can come to a major issue because you're going to know who the ball is going to. And you're going to know, obviously, you're going to have to watch out for Amen Thompson cutting. And obviously, his twitchiness and his obvious speed, my bad if yes, I fucked up a little bit, but obviously his speed and the way he moves, like, it's going to be hard to stop him regardless when he wants to get downhill and get to the rim. But at the same time, in a half-court offense, I really do feel like it might be easier to stop Amen Thompson. And that sucks because when you look at the best players in the game and you look at, obviously, the players in this draft class even, like, Wemby, we know what Wemby is. Brandon Miller, we know what Brandon Miller is at this point, the way the Charlotte Hornets are playing basketball. Anthony Black's development, Shammgod has that nigga moving. So when you look at, obviously, this team, which you see one of the greatest players of all time in Kevin Durant, obviously on his last legs, this is his final chance to win a championship. And you look at the development of Reed Sheppard, you look at the development of Amen Thompson, you look at Tari Eason, you look at Jabari Smith Jr., who really hasn't been inputting what you want to put next to Kevin Durant. You're looking at what should happen next week by the trade deadline. And that sucks to say because Amen Thompson, and not Amen Thompson, but the Houston Rockets could be buyers on a lot of these veteran point guards. And really, I do think a point guard probably changes things for this Houston Rockets team, but I do not think it would probably impact as much as we think it would be, because I do feel like the Houston Rockets have been beating themselves when you look at some of their games. Like, just to come to my head, just to in my mind, like the Detroit Pistons game where they won the game. Actually, they kept fouling 3-point shooters. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This game should have been over. What the hell is going on? Against the 76ers when they lost a clutch game. Like, I'm looking at this team, which you have the greatest closer of all time. You have one of the best centers in the league at the moment. You have one of the most athletic players. I just don't know how to feel about this Houston Rockets team. And right now, they are the 4th seed with the Lakers on their tail, the Suns on their tail, them on the tail of the Denver Nuggets. Like I say in every video, I feel like the Western Conference is really close. That seeding is going to be crazy, except for the 1 seed. That shit is locked. But really, besides obviously Thunder and the Spurs, I think everything is up for grabs, and I'm wondering what's going to happen with the Western Conference. And even with the Rockets' struggles, I do still see them as an elite team. And really, if they figure out this 4th quarter drama and what they're doing in the 4th quarters, I really do think they are a hard out. And that's what I feel like every Western Conference team is. But I feel like the negatives of the Houston Rockets really show a lot, and really it just doesn't make sense to me how, or the way they play basketball in the offensive end, because I think we know their defense is elite. And I do feel like losing Steven Adams hurts them a lot, because they can't run that double big lineup with Alfred Sengun and Steven Adams. Steven Adams being one of the best, if not the best, offensive rebounder in the NBA right now. So you're losing a player of his presence, and you're relying on Clint Capella, and you're seeing what this Houston Rockets team can actually do, because they are injured a lot. Don't get me wrong. Maybe y'all gonna be in my comments talking about all the injuries. The Houston Rockets don't have a point guard, but I'm trying not to use the point guard excuse a lot, because I feel like we've been using that a lot, and really, it really hasn't been a point guard issue for the most part for the Houston Rockets this season. But yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel about the Houston Rockets down below. Are y'all seeing the same struggles in the 4th quarter as I'm seeing, or are y'all seeing differently, that they just really need a point guard really badly, and by next week they need to trade for one? But yeah, y'all let me know down below. Subscribe. What's good, y'all? If y'all made it to the end of the video, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And there's a video right here. I'm pretty sure you're gonna like it if you like this one. And the channel icon's right there if you want to just check out the channel in general. And yeah, leave a like too, because it really helps the algorithm push me out. And yeah, I appreciate y'all for watching this video nonetheless.